Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the dedication ceremony of the Sagol Center for Composite Materials. My name is Agiti Fry. I'm the Dean of this esteemed faculty, and I'm honored to be your Master of Ceremonies this afternoon. The establishment of this center will enable Technion researchers to develop better, stronger, lighter, cheaper, and more durable materials that will provide immeasurable global benefit. Composite materials are synergistic material combinations, frequently having properties that their components lack. They're increasingly used in applications ranging from aerospace and armor through medical devices to sports equipment.
Hello, everybody. It's a wonderful occasion with the Sagol Center for Composite Materials, which we are delighted to inaugurate today. The Technion takes one great step forward in its century-old mission to transform the world and push the boundaries of human discovery. To transform the world not only by finding new and surprising properties of the natural world, but, as you've heard, also by changing the fabric of reality itself. It escapes our mind many times, but in fact, all revolutions in the history of mankind were linked to the discovery of new materials or new ways of processing them. You may recall the Stone Age. It's not that we invented the stone, but we learned how to use it. The Iron Age, the Bronze Age, plastic, and in the past 60 years, semiconductors. You're obviously all familiar with silicon, but there are light-emitting polymers. There is gallium nitride. The way we light our house today, they changed the world dramatically by the way cutting the cost of light by a factor of 2, and also electricity, correspondingly electricity consumption, and other semiconductors that facilitated optical communication, novel two-dimensional materials, and of course, composite materials. So, if you are now using AI, it's very popular, ChatGPT, you should have at the back of your mind that it is based on silicon, in fact. So the underlying technology is silicon technology, no matter whether you are worried about AI or support it. We are in the silicon age and in the composite material age, and the importance of materials cannot be overestimated. With this new center, the Technion Faculty of Materials Science and Engineering, it will help them to pioneer truly revolutionary new materials that will literally transform the makeup of our world. So hopefully a new age will actually come out of those composite materials and research done in this department. From graphene to protein, the cutting-edge composite materials that the Technion researchers, postdocs, students, and engineers will develop and refine with the advanced infrastructure at this facility hold the potential to transform aviation, green energy, biomedical technology, civil engineering, and more, beyond anything we can imagine today. And I can think of no finer example of human composite materials than Sami and Tova Sagol themselves, whose names this new center proudly bears in gratitude for their extraordinary generosity and lifetimes of commitment to the Technion. Human composite materials who, by combining generosity and vision, enterprise and goodwill, are truly remaking the fabric of our world. Sami and Tova, we are so happy to have you here with us today, and here with us always. Sami Sagol began his journey into the world of technology and enterprise right here at the Technion. A graduate of the Schulich Faculty of Chemistry, he has since gone on to receive the highest honors the Technion can bestow. The title of Technion Guardian, a distinction reserved for this institute's most committed supporters, and an honorary doctor. And we are so grateful that the Sagol family have chosen to direct their resources toward doing good for humanity and the State of Israel, and to do so through the Technion, Sami's alma mater, which they have supported so consistently and solidly. Sami and Tova, your philanthropic commitments to the arts and sciences are too numerous to mention, and we are so proud that this new center will stand as an enduring tribute to your legacy and inspiration to us and to the rest of the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Sivan. I invite the former dean of the faculty, Professor Yair Nelly, to tell us about the project. Yair's been heavily involved in the planning, designing, and implementing this project, and he'll tell us about it.
Thank you very much. It is a festivity day. First of all, thank you very much for coming here, Board of Governance, distinguished guests and honors. It is an exciting day. I mean, to see two management of the Technion together today means that a lot of time passed since we decided to go on this journey. I will take you 7 years ago. 7 years ago, the dean was Professor Rapkin. He's standing up there. And the faculty was counted 13 faculty members. And it was like the stars were aligned together, and the former president of Technion, Professor Lavi, and the faculty saw eye in eye that there has to be something done with the faculty. It collides with the expansion of the Technion to China, and there was an opportunity to bring new scientists, new faculty members to the faculty. What we had in mind is to expand the faculty research, and at that time, most of the material science and engineering was semiconductor, metals, and we missed the soft materials heavily. While other material science and engineering worldwide were progressing into this field, we felt that we are left behind. And the management, the former management, met Sami and his family, and the declaration on contribution to the new building, the Sagol Center for Composite Materials, was signed. Now, we didn't take into account several episodes in our life. It takes a village to raise a child, Hillary Clinton said, and I can say that it takes Technion, the Haifa municipality, to raise a building. Now, the building was not easy to construct and design. First of all, we had the metal foundry based on the position where the new center is being built. Now, you have to realize, anybody who knows how Technion is equilibrate, it's gently equilibrate between the TRDF and the Technion. There are two entities. So I had to approach Wayne Kaplan at that time, now he's in the Technion management, and ask him as the head of the TRDF to clear the foundry. Now, it's not easy because this is TRDF and I am the Technion. But Wayne was very collaborative, not because he was part of this department, of course, but he did utmost efforts to actually find a new location for this foundry. And then came the next stage. Well, everything is good. Now the Technion needs to pay Arnona, which is the tax for real estate that you need to evacuate. Who to pay to? To Haifa municipality. Zizi, who is in the crowd, is well aware of these processes. Hi, Zizi. Your place is there, by the way. But never mind. And then the trees, the garden. Each tree is so precious. And we needed authorization to remove the trees after removing the foundry, which has a rooftop of asbestos. So I wouldn't go on the details, but then when we got the authorization, we got the pandemic. So 7 years are passing by quite fast, and Corona was over, and then supply chain came. So everything was sluggish, and when I met graduate students of this department, they said, you promised us that in 3 years we will have a building. And I looked at them and said to them apologetically, sorry. Now, the building couldn't be realized without the village, the help of all the people that are here, actually. I am speaking about the administration in our faculty, from Amir, who was here and assisted me a lot, through Zizi at the top management. And their door, the top management was open all the time. Peret's door, even in cocktails or a glass of wine, I managed to have his contribution for 2.5 million shekels for expanding the electron microscope. It was like all doors were open, and I'm grateful for that. When we designed the center, the idea was to recruit new faculty members. And you cannot recruit new faculty members unless you show them on the screen what is going to look the lab, how does it look like. And we designed the lab in a way that we wanted biological materials. We wanted softened materials. We wanted that the labs will not be huge, but rather autonomous, small 50 square meters. So the dean will be able to move around faculty members as needed based on their size. Usually, a faculty member gets his lab and that's it. He conquers it until he retires. The idea was to have some kind of move and the ability to talk with the faculty member. The corridors were built in a way that people and the researcher will be able to meet each other, to discuss, to flourish in a vivid atmosphere. And it took a while, and the building is now on, and we recruited 7 faculty members since we signed the agreement, the contribution agreement. So I'm happy to say that we managed to recruit biological material scientists, composite materials, polymer material scientists, as well as others, and in order to expand the view of the faculty. And I thank you a lot, Sami, for your contribution, for the Sagol family, for Isaac, your support as well. It's priceless. So thank you very much for your support, and this is a real festivity day for all of us, and thank you very much for your support.
Thank you, Yair. I call upon the chairman of Israel Friends of the Technion and former Technion president, Professor Emeritus Peretz Levi, to address us.
Thank you, Giti. It is a great pleasure and honor to be part of the dedication of the Sagol Center for Composite Materials with the attendance of Sami and Tova and Yitzhak, many friends, members of the technical management, members of the Board of Governors, faculty, and students. Sami Sagol is an exceptional philanthropist. He is the ultimate poster boy of the Technion. He took his Technion chemistry degree and applying his knowledge and vision to his father's company, Keter, established with the State of Israel in 1948, and grew it into a global billion-dollar company. But Sami is not a chemist. He is an alchemist. The word alchemist, that comes from the Greek word chemia, which also originated to chemistry, means the art of transmuting metals. Thus, the alchemists were in fact material scientists. They knew how to turn base metals into gold. Sami turned plastic into gold. Today, we borrowed the term alchemist to describe people who have the power and the talent to transform things for the better. Sami and his wife Tova are doing all they can do to transform things into better. Be it in music, sports, medicine, education, brain research, materials research, and the list goes on and on and on. In fact, their life is guided by one major principle, and this is Tikkun Olam. I'll surprise you. Here, in addition to being an alchemist, Sami demonstrates impressive talents as a civil engineer. He's constantly building bridges between researchers, bridges between academic institutes, bridges between faculties, between disciplines, between the Jewish people and the State of Israel. He is doing so by truly understanding the value of forging future challenges. Sami looks deep into the future. He did so in his business, and he's doing it, he and Tova, in their philanthropy. His gift to the Technion, the Sagol Center for Composite Materials, and you heard the president talking about the importance of materials, is another example of his vision and talent to foresee the future. Our world is getting warmer, more polluted, and overpopulated every month, and we need new materials that will be stronger, lighter, less polluting, and less expensive. I'm certain that this center will be the hub of innovation and creativity for such materials, and who knows, looking deep into the future, maybe one day a second Nobel laureate will come from the Faculty of Material Science and Engineering and from the Sagol Center of Composite Materials. In the names of friends of the Technion in Israel, all over Israel, thank you, Sami and Tova, from the bottom of our heart.
Thank you, Professor Levy. We'll now have a short musical interlude. I invite to the stage members of the Technion student band called Amplitude, which was set up and managed by the Public Relations and Resource Development Division, especially for Technion ceremonies. Liron Avioz is a second-year physics student, and Ma'ayan Shimoni is a third-year aerospace engineering student. They will perform the song Ech Efshar Shelo, How Is It Possible Not To, by an Israeli group called Jane Bordeaux.
כמו דייג עקשן עם רשת עשויה חורים בסירת עץ קטנה מיטלטלת במים סוערים לא ויתרת, לא אמרת נואש והלב שלי חזר לפעום מחדש כמו צדפה על חול שנשטפה אל החוף בלי ברירה, הנה בגל גדול סוחף אותה בחזרה. כבר ויתרתי, כבר אמרתי נואש, והלב שלי חזר לפעום מחדש. איך אפשר שלא להתאהב בך? איך אפשר שלא להתאהב? איך כולם בעולם לא מאוהבים בך גם? איך אפשר שלא להתאהב? גם כשניסיתי לסרב להיות נחושה, איך יכולתי אליך להישאר אדישה? כשהסתכלת עליי כאילו אני גלידה ואתה הכפית, וכשאמרת לי היום במיוחד את יפייפית. איך אפשר שלא להתאהב בך? איך אפשר שלא להתאהב? רק בבקשה, כבר היה לי כואב, תשתדל לא לשבור לי את הלב. איך אפשר שלא להתאהב בך? איך אפשר שלא להתאהב? איך כולם בעולם לא מאוהבים בך גם? איך אפשר שלא להתאהב? שלא להתאהב, שלא להתאהב.
So thank you again, Mr. Sami and Mr. Yitzhak Sagol, for your most generous gift. It's through the help of dedicated supporters, such as you, that the Technion is able to advance the research and development in Israel and worldwide. It's extremely a very happy day for us. We will continue the ceremony and the unveiling outside in the building, and I want to invite you all to join us. We'll walk through the Jewel building out to the main road and to the main entrance of the new Sagol Center for Composite Materials. Oh, I love it. And we'll unveil the sign. Thank you.